Welcome back to Adore Her Beauty. I'm Reese Wright, your favorite wax esthetician, and we are beginning on a male beard wax. Now, you may have noticed this clip before. I think I may have just posted the clip and not the full wax session, which is why I'm following up to finish off what we did with this particular client. So, I am using Abolish Wax brand Abrogate Wax, which is a wax that's designed for thicker, denser, coarser hair, such as a male's beard. And you can see how in the removal, it is pretty durable for this type of hair. Even though it kind of was weakened in some spots, that's just mainly due to my application, which is why I also do double lay techniques for this type of hair, whether it's male or female. You'll see me do the reverse lay technique, which this is a beautiful illustration of the reverse lay technique. So as you saw that I applied the wax against the grain, and I'm taking this layer right here and applying it with the grain. So what that does, if you're new to this technique, is it kind of applies wax underneath the hairs and on top of the hairs, like a little wax hair sandwich, if you will. So wax is on above and below, and that allows it to get those final stubborn hairs, as you can see here. Um, yeah, so those resistant hairs, or even you could use this technique if the hairs are kind of short. So short hair and the wax just can't really hold on. The reverse lay technique is really great for that. So here are some little final hairs in that area. I'm using Nullify Wax by Abolish Wax brand because this is really good for doing like cleanup hairs. It's also for those who have sensitive skin, and the grab action is amazing. So moving on to the other side, we are going back in with the Abrogate Wax. And this section is so big. Like, I was looking over here like, why did I do this section that big? And this is the double lay technique. The double lay technique is where I apply one layer of wax and then another layer on top of that layer, which fortifies the initial layer. So this is good for, again, dense, thick, coarse, resistant hair, and it just helps to get it up with as less discomfort as possible. And normally I will follow up with the reverse lay technique, which you see here. And I love the reverse lay technique because when I'm applying that wax in the opposite direction, all the little hairs just raise up. And it's so evidently clear that I'm applying the wax in the wrong direction. And so then you go back over it again with another layer of wax, and then you're pushing the hairs back down in their proper place, and then you remove. So again, why did I do such a large section? I try to get the service, not rushing. Rushing is not what I'm doing, but just trying to get the client through it so that it's not a lot of discomfort. It's kind of why I do large sections in most cases. If I'm familiar with the client's skin and their hair, I'll do a larger section. When he first started, it took me 2 hours to wax his chin. Now we get it in like 50, 60 minutes, 40, 60 minutes if I'm like being super meticulous. And when I say super meticulous, I'm like trying to not leave no hair behind. But, when we're okay, he's satisfied with the results, it's about 45, 50 minutes. And so now he's coming in bi-weekly. See, this is an update you wouldn't know unless you tuned in to this point. He comes in now bi-weekly. That's, every 2 weeks. And we've been training the hair to die off. He has so many bald spots now. So I will be posting an update, so that you can see how his skin is looking now. Uh, when it cools and the redness is all gone, it looks real good. But now he's coming in bi-weekly. And when he comes in bi-weekly, it's not as much hair as you saw in this video, but it's still a significant amount of hair. You would think you would need 3 to 4 weeks of growth to get it, but at 2 weeks, he's fully grown enough to get a successful wax. Now, he says the hair doesn't grow back until like at the 2 week mark. He came in this recent time like a week and 5 days, and the hair was not long enough. So exactly 2 weeks is when the hair grows back enough for him to get a wax. But we have established a really great rapport now. He comes in faithfully. He's an amazing person. And I do enjoy his wax session. I also do his eyebrows. But this is the final result. Let me know what you think. I will have an update coming soon. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.